they want to know what to do. You can call the Republicans, in your district. Call them on the phone.
Well,
tell
call
them
your
how
member
you
of
feel.
Congress, though, because Democrats have power in this. I don't get the just giving away your power, shutting everything down. Well, Trump is doing everything that he wants to. He's flying all over the world.
Party owns
you got to do
everything,
something.
Alyssa.
But
they own everything,
okay, but what has the shutdown
including the
accomplished?
Supreme Court.
What has the shutdown accomplished?
Well, they haven't taken away a lot of the stuff they're planning to yet. So that's what it's accomplished. Maybe it's making it longer. Maybe it's making it take more time. But people are starting to get pissed about it. And I'm putting it on those folks in Washington because there's nothing you can do about it right now. But they can fix this. But they'll only fix it if it's getting to their pockets. So this will also be decided. This is the part that really tickles me. It's going to be decided by some of the same Justice Department lawyers who worked with him on these past cases. So Americans, the question is, are you on board with all of this? This is like a cash grab. Yeah. And your taxes are probably going to be paying for that.
That tacky, gaudy ballroom.
I mean, it's kind of kooky.
Donald Trump's got a prop. We've been talking about this. These are the designs for his grand ballroom, which is causing some consternation, but he's got some pictures up. Let's listen in.
Working with the military on it because they want to make sure everything's perfect, and the military is very much involved in this. They want to make sure everything is absolutely beautiful. You can see the kind of interiors that we're talking about. That's an interior of the ballroom, and it's the highest level. And you see it goes beautifully with the White House. I mean, the mix is beautiful. So over the years, many presidents have made changes. This obviously would be the biggest change, but this was something they've wanted for at least 150 years. Many of you have gone to the events where they had, as an example, President Xi, or they had, a leader of one of the countries, including the king and the queen from your favorite country.
Absolutely.
Frankly. But where they'd be honored, and they'd be in a tent out on the lawn, and it would rain, and it was a disaster. Brian's shaking his head. You know what I'm talking about. And so I thought I'd bring this out because this is going to be probably the finest ballroom ever built, and we're doing it no cost to the country. It's being the money's being put in by me and donors, very great patriots actually. And the spirit on the building of it is amazing. We are using little sections of footings and various other things, but that's sort of irrelevant. In order to do it properly, we had to take down the existing structure. The way it was shown, it looked like we were touching the White House. We don't touch the White House. That's a bridge, a glass bridge going from the White House to the ballroom. Then you get into the lobby of the ballroom, and then you go into the magnificent, the main room. And it's something that has gotten incredible reviews.
Just quickly following up on that, sir.
I just want a quick follow-up on that question. Your response to people who say that you haven't been transparent enough about this.
I haven't been transparent.
That some of your
Really?
colleagues feel it should have gone through a
I've
review.
shown this to everybody that would listen. Third-rate reporters didn't see it because they didn't look. You're a third-rate reporter, always have been. So third-rate reporters didn't look, but anybody that asked, these pictures have been in newspapers. They've been all over the place, and we're very proud of it. It's gotten great reviews. It's gotten really great reviews. So I think we've been more transparent than anybody's ever been.
Why do you believe, Mr. President, that the sanctions that you're announcing today will push Putin to the
Well, I don't know that they will. I think that they'll certainly have an impact. They're massive sanctions. It's sanctions on oil. The two biggest oil companies, among the biggest in the world, but they're Russian. They do a lot of oil. And hopefully it'll push, hopefully he'll become reasonable, and hopefully Zelensky will be reasonable too. It takes two to tango, as they say. And we're going to find out. They hate each other. These two people hate each other. You know that better than anybody. And it makes it more difficult than it should be. This should be easier to do. But the level of hatred between Zelensky and Putin is very substantial.
What is it with lefties and singing? But here it is.
And when the courts enforce the laws and the party goons withdraw, then Americans will take our country back.
Yeah, not a lot of Gen Z people in that crowd. A lot of old people, CJ.
Straight out of the nursing home, it seems. I knew that they would usually go to the nursing home to try to get Democrat votes, but now they're just shipping them to their rallies. It's interesting to see because for a long time, we were told as Republicans that we were the party of old white guys. Now, I know that you can see me and I'm clearly not that, but it seems as if they were doing a little bit of projecting here because it seems as if all of the people that I just saw in that video fit that category of being old and white, but it goes to show that there's a disconnect between reality and what the left oftentimes says. President Trump's Republican Party has become more diverse than ever, not diverse just for the sake of it, but diverse because it's actually a lot of people who are looking, in the Latino community, in the Black community, who are saying, we are sick and tired of being sick and tired. We're tired of being used and abused by a Democrat Party that doesn't give a damn about us, and they're coming to our side. So it's no surprise to me that a lot of these protests are looking a lot older and a lot whiter. It's probably a lot of the same people that were protesting Vietnam back in the day who are now coming out for their second tour of duty against President Trump.
Just finally, construction is underway for the big, beautiful ballroom at the White House, something that is costing taxpayers $0. Thank you, President Trump. Yet Hillary Clinton is making a big issue out of it. She posted on X saying, it's not your house, it's not his house rather, taking aim at Donald Trump, saying it's your house and he's destroying it. Now, CJ, I don't think adding a privately funded $200 million ballroom to the White House is what I would call destroying it. What are your thoughts?
You're exactly right. I would not call it destroying the White House, and I certainly wouldn't call it defiling the White House as her husband did when he was president, right? So I think that she should probably sit this one out. It would be a wise decision for her to do. As you pointed out, no taxpayer dollars are being used to even construct this ballroom. This is being funded by the president himself and some, generous, patriotic donors who want to, beautify, the symbol of our country, and good for them. That's their prerogative. This is a free country. They can use their money to do whatever they please. And of course, this is not unprecedented. There are many instances throughout history where first ladies and presidents have made renovations to the White House. Jackie Kennedy made a tremendous amount of, renovations, as did the presidents that followed the burning of the White House. So there were many situations here where the White House was modified and different presidents have left their mark on the institution and the structure. So I think this is just a lot about nothing. And again, I think Hillary Clinton would probably be wise to sit this one out when you consider the totality of her husband's history in that beloved building.
And I'm looking forward to seeing the ballroom. I think it's going to be grand. It's probably going to be spectacular, seeing as Donald Trump has a lot to do with it. CJ Pearson, RNC Youth Advisory Council co-chair, thanks so much for your time.